Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 7 minutes, so let's see what happens. Market opens up here in less than 1 minute. Going to watch EQ out of the opening gates. Pretty fascinating stock, below $10 right now, and shares to short, although it is taking a lot of buying power, more so than normal. That's what the red 100% means here on my platform. But point here being, at least I think it says there's shares to short. Let me run a quick test. Yeah, there are shares to short. So this is the one I'm going to keep an eye on out of the opening gates. Want to gauge, try to how fast it is going to actually move, but I will keep you updated. All right, markets are open, and I figured let's try to watch this one out of the opening gates. So you can kind of see what I mean by how fast or how high did it get up there? 905. So I want to give things a little bit of time, but as of right now, not seeming to be the fastest, but granted, the market hasn't even been open for 30 seconds. Yeah, it's moving, but not necessarily as much as I would like to see it. Let's see, what is that? High of 905. So I do like 905 for a potential break. So for those of you who maybe are curious, how does the chat room work? I'm going to make an alert right now. So there we go. EQ, that 905 mark is now been alerted. Although I might have to do another update depending on how things continue to play out. I have that candle is now 161. You know, I'm not quite sure this is my cup of tea here. Well, now it's starting getting up to the 905. Like I said, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong to want to play something like this, but for me, I'm just not quite sure it's behaving in the way I would want to see it behave. So once again, got rejected right up there at 9. So yeah, if it breaks through 905, there's some possibility here, but I'm not going to quite give up on it, but I'm going to take a look at what else is out there. Not sure if it's possible, but what I do like is I can't really type and talk at the same time. So 51 down there as a pullback point to potentially go long. Right now, first alert was blood, just because, I mean, you look there and hopefully you can see the blood, right? Just basically all that red straight down. But if it can work its way down to 51, that's an interesting area that I would potentially be interested going long at if it can get down there to 51. So I'll keep an eye on it. So just want to get my thought process here. And there we go. So let me fix. But yes, so I'm watching Boeing right now, but when you'll see the chart, it would just be to short right now is just completely chasing. I mean, this has been a crazy movement. I was wrong on this one in the sense of I kept waiting for it to, show some sort of sign of wanting to turn around and then, break out, because it started off in a very bullish sense, but since then, straight down. If only I had a time machine. But and the thing is, the market was doing a good job of just holding sideways, so I was just waiting for the market to go to new highs for Boeing to turn around. But look at this, it just keeps going down. I mean, I realize right now, had I just shorted when I got the video rolling, yeah, I'd be making money on it, but that's just way too risky. You just can't short when things are this overextended the downside. But as I just typed up that in that alert, don't chase, but wait for it to bounce up here a little bit, then look for some sort of sign of weakness with the idea of it, resuming the downtrend. But as things stand right now, crazy mover. But yeah, you just can't go short. Even if you make money, that's not a good habit to be forming. Well, I'm liking 176.50 here. If the price can, come down here and, just bounce off it a few more times. So I like the potential, not want to take the trade or anything, but well, there we go. That's good to see that this thing is bouncing, because now if it comes back down to 176.50, that would imply that this current green candle has failed. And from the short side, failed bounces are a good thing. All right, so there we go. Now this is becoming a little bit more sensical to potentially short. Again, still want to see a little bit more of a formation take place, but good to see that this thing has at least started to go sideways here a little bit. But again, 176.50 looking more and more interesting. It's approaching 176.50, but like I said, I'm not going to take the trade yet. I want to see it go sideways just a little bit more. So hopefully it doesn't break down through 176 and then just flush. Well, there's the break, but let's see if it can actually bounce back up here a little bit. As of right now, I'm very glad that I did not hit that bid, because you can see it's trying to bounce. It still may go, but like I said, just I wanted to see it consolidate out here a little bit more. I mean, ideally, I would like to have seen it bounce up a little bit more. There we go. All right. Well, it's still hovering right around this 176.50 mark. Come on, bounce back up a little bit. All right, I'm not going to sit. We won't sit here and watch just sideways price movement. I'll keep you updated on it. Well, 176.50. I never got a point that I felt comfortable with. I mean, I eventually did. I just wasn't quite looking at it at the right time. After that candle right there formed, I mean, that was a nice little point. But like I said, one of those situations where I just wasn't looking at the right time. And in hindsight, yep, would have worked out nicely. But that's what happened. Well, BYND getting crushed here. Let's see what's going on with this one. Oh, wow. Get that alert in the chat room. But again, you just can't go short right here, completely chasing. Yeah, this has been a tricky morning for me. I just haven't gotten any quite setups that I liked. Now, what I do potentially, I mean, if it can happen, but a bounce back up to 176.50. Let me get that in there. So also I'll make that alert so you can continue to kind of watch and track things. Be a back test for short entry at 176.50. Looks interesting. Stop meaning stop loss over 177.50. And then there we go. The 1 and 5 minute charts are. So let's see if we can get a bounce back up to that area. Like I said, that could be an interesting, potentially short-sided, like I said, entry point. But got a ways to go. So much downward pressure on this one. I mean, but you got to think there's going to be at least some sort of bigger bounce. So we'll see. Well, maybe this video will just be the video of not cooperating, but I want to get up BA updated here. I now like the entry point at 177.15. This all being based on the 5 minute chart. So we're going to get that out there. So 177.15, like I said, I have no idea if it's going to get up there. Maybe this will just be a morning where literally nothing really plays out the way I want to see it play out. And I could potentially short at 175.15 there. That does look like an interesting area, but this thing is still just so, I mean, really, it's overextended. I just don't like the odds that it keeps on going. And you can see right there, it bounced again, but that bounce now makes this area interesting. I'm going to get that alerted. I'm going to call it a bit higher risk though, because that's exactly what it is. Reduce position size. So that is what I'm going to do there. Because it is riskier, I will reduce position size. So I am willing to take that trade at 175.15. Willing to risk right around $100 on it if it decides to come back down. And more so. 25 area. So we'll see what happens. Wow, we're almost 10 minutes in and not a single trade, but that's fine. That's good, actually, because sometimes this is a legitimate morning here where, as you've seen, been making alerts, and nothing has really played out. All right, I'm interested if it looks like it wants to break through 175.50. I'm liking this formation. I like that candle now that much more so. But I'd like to see if it wants to get down through 175.50. So in there at 175.50. Let's see if we can get some more push to the downside here. Or did I just get suckered in? That remains to be seen here. $175.40 though, in all actuality, watching the level 2 seems to be more so the stubborn level. There we go. Can we get the push down through that area? Nope, that fast back up. Let's try to give it another try here. There we go. Trying to give it some room here, but it's not quite going. All right, took 200 off. Let's see if we can get down through 175, and I'll look to take another 100 off. See if we can take advantage of some stop losses. There we go. So took advantage of stop losses. So now have 200 shares left. Okay, 100 shares left. So this will be a winning trade no matter what. Put a mental stop in there up at 175.50. So potentially this last 100 shares, I just may break even on. So this thing either is going to bounce here, take me out for, like I said, basically break even on these shares, or I don't know, can it break down through 174.50? If we can get the markets to pull back too. Come on, get down there through 174.50. That would be fantastic. Ooh, as would be expected. A lot of buyers right there, which is good and bad. Bad in the sense of, well, it's having a hard time getting down there. Good in the sense of, well, if it breaks, it should really make another nice move to the downside. But now, it's, as of right now, it's deciding to bounce. But want to give it some wiggle. But this is a very stressless spot to be in, right? It's going to be a winning trade now. I just don't know how big of a winning trade it's actually going to be. So as traders, that's where we want to be in, right? From a trade management standpoint, we want to get ourselves in these situations where, again, it's going to be a winning trade. I just don't know how big of a winning trade it will actually be. Okay, can we get the breakthrough 50? There we go. Take out some stop losses there. Well, that fast it snapped back up above it. Let's try again. Well, going to take out 50 more right there then, because I'm not quite sure if it does want to get through 50. If it does, that's great. I still have 50 shares left, and I'm just going to sit here and relax now. What is that? Yeah, 175.25. So if it goes above 175.20, I am actually going to put in my stop loss there. Just double checking. So there we go. So even on the last 50 shares now, like I said, you were with me. We saw it break 174.50 and it didn't quite go. So that's why I decided to pull off another 50 here just in case this is officially the bottom. But I could be wrong. This might not be the bottom, which is why I'm holding on to those 50 shares, and we'll let those work for me here. Or if it goes up over, because like I said, I think this might be the bottom with some sort of bounce here. I hope I'm wrong though, clearly, but it's right now it's looking like I might be right. And so I was right. So there are out for $223. Not too bad for one single trade. Bummer. I got that break. It just didn't want to go. But oh well. And I mean, you saw everything. Alerted even the members that did take the trade at 175. 15 as I alerted. They still made money on it. I decided, like I said, to get in a little bit up above there. But even those members that you saw me type up that alert at 170, or no, you didn't see me type in that alert, did you? I just said I was mentioning it. So right there was that alert that I typed in, 175.15. And if, for those of you that are brand new, maybe you're confused, but why do you want the price to go down? This is called shorting. And yes, believe it or not, in the financial markets, you can make money when prices go down, known as being short, going short, shorting a stock. So that's what happened there. The prices was going down and I was actually making money. So bizarre the first time you hear it, but totally possible. So there we go. I'm happy with that, especially after the annoying morning. And really in all actuality, let's see, I got out of that trade at 10:02. So 32 minutes worth of quote unquote work and making $223. I'm not sure of many places in the world where for 32 minutes you can make, $220, but I'll take it. Well, my original trade plan may be coming back in a play here. 177.15, have 100 shares, just 100 now. I'm not going to risk giving back all my gains here. So I'm willing to risk right around $100, but now it's pulling back. So kind of right on cue. Granted, yeah, 177.15, maybe that's a little hopeful on my part. I don't think it is. But like I said, at this point, want to protect my gains. I'd still be happy to walk away with, over $100, which is still possible. If I get filled and I'm wrong, it'll cost me right around $100, which will still leave me, not to insult your mathematical abilities, but if you subtract 100 from that, that still leaves me over $100. And, at that point, if this all plays out, it would still be less than 1 hour within the day. So, I mean, if you think about it, 1 hour and $100, I don't know many places, professions, side hustles, whatever you want to call this, that can produce $100 in 1 hour. So from that point of view, like I said, that's why I'm still willing to risk that. Whether it gets up to 177.15, I don't know, but I did want to at least track it a little bit since you saw me make that alert in the room, and we can try to see if it plays out or not, but I'll keep you updated. Well, at this point, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm cancel that order out. It's pulled back a little bit too much now. Now I'm wondering, is this thing actually starting to form some sort of new uptrend with a higher high and now working its way upwards, where if it had gone, at that point, there would have been an argument of it being somewhat overextended. So I am going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Really the learning lesson here, I think I already mentioned it, but I can't remember. And these are live, so this is not like a voiceover me talking about things. But no matter how slow something may start, and you saw here, it was just alert. Nope, didn't quite play out. Another alert. Nope, didn't quite play out. Let's make another few alerts. Nope, didn't quite play out. But all it takes is one, right? All it takes is one. And then you saw a very respectable morning, 32 minutes, $230. And I suppose for me, that's good. I'm grateful for that. Maybe you're saying, oh, Clay, my 30 minutes of time is worth way more than $230. And if that's the case for you, awesome. I commend you. That great job in life. I mean, just you're good at life. I guess that's the best way to put it. But for me, from a time perspective, $230 in 30 minutes, that is worth my time. And that's, I'm very happy and grateful for that. But you saw, it's not like it just poofed out of nowhere. That was a relatively frustrating, it was a relatively annoying amount to make. But like I said, it goes back to the original point is, yeah, things aren't always going to be smooth. Sometimes you'll have a lot of alerts and your thoughts and what you're looking to see and wanting to see happen just don't quite play out, or else you'll turn around and not pay attention in something at the last second, like I did with that first Boeing trade, and then it ended up going my favor. But that's all right. Just stick with it. Don't force a trade. Follow your rules. Follow setups. And you can see that things can still play itself out in very respectable amounts of time, assuming, again, that you feel as though 30 minutes And, $230 is a respectable, return on your time. But as you saw all the alerts and you saw members had the same exact opportunities that I did. So if you're interested in getting signed up and learning more, you can just go to claytrader.com/team. The way to approach that, $99 for 3 months, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So the question just becomes, do you believe that you can make more and get more than $8.25 per week of value? If you believe you can, then you'll get a great return on your investment. There's also a mobile app that comes with it, so you can stay in touch. Not like you have to stay change your computer. And then as far as the live trade video is concerned, if you enjoy these, if you would like for me to continue to make them, the fast, easy way to communicate that to me, just hit that like button. Also, comments, questions, suggestions, please leave those down below. And then check out the channel as a whole. And if you like what you see, hopefully decide to hit that subscribe button. But yeah, if you want to get alerts, if you want to trade alongside me and kind of be getting the same opportunities that I'm seeing, then like I said, all you got to do, go to claytrader.com/team. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.